Hi, boys and girls. I am back today to read a book to you called The Perfect Pet by Marjorie Palatini and Bruce Watley. And I am reading with a special friend today. He's right over here. This is my perfect pet. This is Benny. And we have had Benny for 15 years, so he's kind of an old puppy, but he is still my baby. And he has really been the perfect pet for our family. So as we read The Perfect Pet today, I'm going to challenge you to think about what your perfect pet would be. If the grown-up at your house came to you and said, hey, we're going to go get a pet today. You can get any pet in the whole world you want. What do you want? I want you to think about which pet you would get and why. Why would you get that pet? Okay, you're going to write about this a little bit later on. So I want you to be thinking about that so we can share and talk about it, okay? The perfect pet. And hopefully from this book, you'll get some ideas. Elizabeth really, really, really wanted a pet. Her parents really, really, really did not. They gave her a plant instead. Hi, buddy. Mind you, it was a very good-looking plant, as cactus plants go, and it had quite a prickly sense of humor. Benny is stretching. He's stretching and pushing my computer. Excuse me. There we go. Elizabeth named it Carolyn, which seemed to suit it just fine. It was absolutely no trouble, and it was a very good listener. Snuggling was a bit of a challenge. However, Elizabeth did manage a quick hug now and then. Elizabeth really, really did like the plant, but she still really, really, really wanted a pet. And she had a plan. The element of surprise. So how about a horse? Huh? What? Who? Said Father. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother. She surprised him in bed. I don't know about your house, but if somebody surprised me like that in bed, I'm not saying yes to anything. I'll be grumpy. I could ride it, give it carrots, lumps of sugar. A horse would be the perfect pet. What do you say? Father yawned. A horse is too big. Mother sighed. Our yard is too small. Why, it would eat us out of house and home, said Father. A horse is not quite perfect, dear, said Mother, going back to sleep. Not quite perfect, said Father sleepily. Okay, scratch the horse. Catch them off guard. What about a dog? Huh? What? Who? Said Father as he stood in front of the mirror, shaving. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother, peeking from behind the shower curtain and dripping soapy water. I could take it for walks, teach it tricks, feed it treats, play fetch. A dog would be the perfect pet. What do you think? Father spit shaving cream. Dogs bark. They're much too loud. Mother grabbed a towel. They jump all over the furniture. A dog is not quite perfect, Elizabeth, said Father as he shaved. Yeah, not quite perfect, called Mother from the shower. Well, forget Fido. The full stomach. Burp. You know what would hit the spot right about now? Asked Elizabeth. I'm thinking a cat. Huh? What? Who? Said Father. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother. A cat could lick the plates, curl up in my lap, drink leftover milk, and we'd always know what to do with all that extra string. A cat would be the perfect pet. So, how about it? Father picked up the newspaper. Cats scratch. Mother cleared the table. Cats shed all over. A cat is definitely not the perfect pet, said Father. Achoo! Oh, I'm sneezing already, said Mother. Cross off kitty. Go for broke. How about a bird? A bunny? Turtle? Fish? Guinea pig? Rat? Any? All? Take your pick, said Elizabeth. Her parents looked at each other. Nope, afraid not. Not quite. Too fishy. Don't even go there. What's left? Moaned Elizabeth. Are you getting some good ideas? Or maybe you already have one in your mind. Doug. Elizabeth was thinking she would never, ever find the really, really, really perfect pet when, what do you know? She really, really did. Right there on her rug. In fact, she almost stepped on it. A bug. Elizabeth picked him up. She held him in her hand, looked him in the eyes. He wasn't too big. He most definitely wasn't too loud. He couldn't jump on the furniture. Didn't scratch, didn't shed. And how much food could he possibly eat anyways? He was the perfect pet. Carolyn totally agreed. Remember, Carolyn was the cactus. Oh, there's Carolyn. Snug. Doug moved right into the lovely house in the corner of Elizabeth's room. It had everything a bug could possibly want and more, including his very own cactus plant. As Carolyn was only a hop, skip, and a jump away, he truly enjoyed sunning himself on her sand. Of course, Elizabeth provided him with enough crumbs to satisfy any growing bug's appetite. So here's her dollhouse, and she's using a little ruler right here to make a little bridge out to the cactus plant. And there he is sunning himself, Doug the bug. As expected, their relationship was a tad different than usual. Doug could not give Elizabeth a pony ride. She could not take him for a walk. He could not catch a ball or fetch, no matter how many times they practiced. And try as he might, Doug just couldn't get the hang of playing with string. But he was very helpful with homework. He always knew where to put a decimal or a period. And he loved snuggling up with Elizabeth each night for a story. What more could you ask? He was perfect. So I have to stop here and think what my parents would have said if they would have found me in bed snuggling up with a bug for a bedtime story. My mom probably would have screamed. Unsnugged. With all those crumbs and plenty of sun, Doug grew by leaps and bounds. He was one big, healthy bug. There he is, laying on the pillow. And then some. The only trouble really came one Saturday morning, many weeks later. Elizabeth's mother came into her bedroom to get the laundry, and, "There's a bug in that bed!" she screamed. Yep, Mom looks freaked out. There she is. "A bug!" shouted Father, ready to swat. "Hey, that's Doug," said Elizabeth very protectively. "He's my pet." Her parents looked at each other. "Pet?" "Pet," said Elizabeth, "just like you wanted. He's not big like a horse. He isn't loud like a dog. He doesn't jump on furniture, scratch, or shed, and he hardly eats a thing." "But a bug?" asked Father. "A bug?" repeated Mother. "Doug," said Elizabeth, "and he's perfect." One big happy family. "Think we should have said yes to the dog," whispered Father to Mother. Mother shrugged. "I don't know. We have more room on the couch with the bug." Elizabeth smiled and tossed Doug a piece of popcorn. And there's Doug sitting on Mom's knee. And that is the perfect pet. Sometimes when we're told no things, we just kind of make the best of it, don't we? Just like Elizabeth did in the story. So at the beginning, I challenged you to think about an animal that would be your perfect pet. It could be one that was in the book. It could be one that maybe you've read in a different book, or just maybe one that you've always wanted. So I'm going to challenge you to write about that today. Tell me about your perfect pet and why you think that's the perfect pet, what makes that animal a perfect pet to you, and share that with me in the media album and the discussion board, and maybe we can talk about that at our next class meeting, okay? I hope you enjoyed this story, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye. Bye, Benny. Bye, buddy. He's laying down sleeping. Bye, everyone.